Hey, we're here with George Canyon. Thanks so much for taking the time, man.
Pleasure.
Better Be Home Soon, about a year ago, I think, came out just around Christmas, right?
Yeah, I think it was a year ago. Gosh, I don't know. Maybe. A little over a year ago, maybe.
And Classics 2 drops November 19th on iTunes and the November 20th.
November 20th in stores, yeah.
And I've been having a lot of fun listening to this record.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
You probably listened to it more than I did then. I'm still waiting to listen to the whole thing.
It's a lot of fun. First of all, there's so many great covers. Poncho and Lefty, of course.
Thanks.
Rhinestone Cowboy is the lead track.
Yeah.
Mama Tried, which is a favorite of mine, not because of the Merle Haggard version, but because I'm a big Grateful Dead fan. And they played it
that's right. They
but
did.
there's so many. Here's the thing about country music, or even the tracks on this record, is that they've been covered so many times that they're like classics. Like you instantly know the track when you hear it.
Yeah, that's why I did Classics 1, and that's why I'm doing Classics 2. It's just because everybody knows them. Doesn't matter if you're a country fan or a rock fan. One of those songs is going to bring back a memory of something.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's, depending on your age, it's of our childhood.
Yeah, totally. What makes a good cover? Is it just that, the familiarity with the song?
Really, yeah, I think it is. I think we looked at a lot of songs, like the 50 songs for this, and cut it down to 15, and there were songs that I went, oh, I love that song, but when we talked about it, I was like, well, how many people actually know that song?
Right.
Where did that song chart? Which kind of sort of tells us how much it might have been played.
Totally. You've obviously heard all of these songs. Is there one or two that's a favorite that you can picture when you heard the original, either in a pickup truck or out with Mom and Dad? Or
Green Grass at Home.
Yeah.
One of my all-time favorites. And the strange thing with that song is I cannot remember who I heard do it first.
Right, exactly.
I think it might have been like my granddad. To be honest, yeah. To be honest.
Not Tom Jones, and
not Tom Jones, not Elvis Presley, not Johnny Cash.
Gramps.
No, I think it was my granddad, yeah. Or my mom, one of the two.
Most of the covers are pretty straight ahead. Again, is that for recall purposes, so people remember, hey, that's...
Well, I think you don't want to mess with something that isn't broken too, right?
Yeah,
so me and the boys in the band, we tried to, we changed some intros, changed some outros, kind of made it our own that way, but the rest of it was meat and potatoes.
How did you get Jim Cuddy to help you out on Poncho and Lefty?
We threatened him. No. I've been playing hockey with Jim at the Juno Cups. That's when I first kind of get to hang out with him. A great guy, and in my opinion, one of the most recognizable voices in Canadian music history.
Totally.
And we ran into each other at a Air Canada lounge, one of the airports are flying through, and I made mention of it, and he said he would love to do it, and boom, it happened.
So some have been covered before. Can we go through some of them?
Yeah, go ahead.
Rhinestone Cowboy, instant classic, right? Glenn Campbell. Tight Fitting Jeans, Conway Twitty. Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain, Willie Nelson, but then the Statler Brothers.
Oh gosh, a lot of people covered that.
Yeah,
song.
A lot of people covered it. Yeah. We mentioned Mama Tried, my favorite.
Merle Haggard's longest, highest charting single.
Wow. Did not know that.
Yeah, I learned that the other day.
And Grateful Dead, country Bobby Weir. There you go. King of the Road, Roger Miller, but again, tons of covers.
Randy Travis.
Poncho and Lefty. I mean, we could talk about
Townes Van Zandt. Emmylou Harris.
Townes Van Zandt after Willie Nelson?
No, Townes Van Zandt wrote it,
and then Willie.
But I'm not sure if the story I heard was he didn't record it until after Willie.
Oh.
I heard that story. I'm not sure.
Interesting.
If it's true.
Okay. Jambalaya, Hank Williams, of course.
Can't go wrong with that.
I'm a one-woman man, George Jones.
Yeah.
Johnny Horton, too, earlier, I think. But I think it's just instrumental. Today I Started Loving You Again, Merle.
Love that song.
Devil Woman, Marty Robbins. Not a ton of people covered that, though.
No, and when you start to sing Marty Robbins songs, you realize why.
That's right.
Wow, that guy could sing like an angel. Unbelievable.
I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry, Hank, obviously.
Been covered many different ways,
times, right. She's Gone.
Now, Lefty Frizzell, but Glenn Campbell also cut that song.
And I think Willie did, and Waylon did it.
I just know that those two versions.
Right.
I was trying to find the happy medium between them.
Together Again.
Buck
Owens. But you know what's interesting? As I went through a lot of these tracks, Emmylou Harris does a ton of them.
Oh, yeah.
So, maybe that's a duets record for you and Emmylou eventually.
I would be so honored to do a duet with her. That'd be unbelievable.
Only Daddy That'll Walk the Line, Waylon. That's
God rest his soul.
and then Green Grass of Home, Granddad, Tom Jones.
I mean, the list goes on.
Yeah. I just so did you actually cut the 50 songs or you just cut the 15?
We cut 15.
Yeah.
We actually cut 16.
So what's missing?
The 16th song.
The 16th song, which we're not gonna talk.
now.
All right, fair enough. Is this a ton of fun? Like I would imagine the guys in the studio just ripping these songs.
Well, actually, no. It was my guys, my road band, and I were. This is the first record we ever recorded together. So we had a blast. And
nobody probably needed charts because you probably all know these songs,
Not
right?
Really. Everyone pretty much knew them.
Amazing stuff. Thanks for this. Thanks for the first record too.
My pleasure.
I heard that you're somehow helping Superman in the film.
I don't really. I tried. I think I try to help Superman.
Yeah.
My part does, and I'm not sure.
Is that a big thing now? Are you?
It's you know what, it is and it isn't. Music is still my career, and that's still what I do. But the good Lord's blessed us with so many things, and one of them is getting into some of the acting, getting into some scoring, some movies. I'm scoring my first movie, starting right away. It's called After the Storm. Great movie out of Calgary, production company out of Calgary, and I'm just really looking forward to that too. So that side of it, we're just kind of bringing it all together.
Cool.
Yeah.
Continued success, man, and a real treat to meet you. And
thank you. Nice to meet you.
Man.
My pleasure.
Cheers.
Thank you.